Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of Golden Kamuy, a Japanese action movie from 2024 that stars Kento Yamazaki and Anna Yamada. It is an adaptation of the manga of the same name. The following plot synopsis was taken from the Japan Times. Story goes like this. Saichi Sugimoto, played by Kento Yamazaki, is a battle-scarred veteran of the 1904-1905 Russo-Japanese War, now trying his luck as a gold panner in Hokkaido. That's where he hears a tale about a buried hoard belonging to the indigenous Ainu people, the location for which is contained in a map tattooed across the bodies of 24 escaped convicts. Saichi has only just started searching for the treasure when he's saved from a bear attack by an Ainu girl, Asirpa, played by Anna Yamada, who agrees to assist him in his quest. They're later joined by a renowned escaped artist as they find themselves pitted against a variety of human and ursine adversaries. So the lead protagonist is somewhat reckless early on, or perhaps just brave. But his gritty nature actually results in one of Kento Yamazaki's better performances. Kento is not a great actor, in my opinion, but he's good in some roles, and I actually like him way more in Golden Kamuy when compared to the Kingdom movies, for example. Probably because he's less emotional and more of a tough guy here. He sells it better than what I was expecting, so I did like him in this role. Anna Yamada is also quite good as the lead actress. She plays off of Yamazaki quite well, and they have good chemistry together. Their characters make a likable team, and they're easy to root for. They make some of the slower moments in the film pretty entertaining, and there is a bit of humor infused as well, like the scene involving miso soup, which was quite funny, I thought. Also, I loved Yamada's outfit. It's like a white fur outfit with blue trim. It looked pretty sweet, especially in, winter weather, Not sure how realistic it is, but it's extremely stylish, cold weather attire. So, yeah, it's good clothing. Now, story-wise, the concept of a treasure map that exists in the form of tattoos on various people is pretty neat. You wonder what kind of map it's going to turn out to be, or perhaps they're simply visual clues that must be interpreted to find a location. Now, the man who tattooed these images was in prison and had to figure out a way to get the map outside of the prison, so he did it in, pieces on each, prisoner. And his intentions are touched on a bit later in the film. But much of this movie consists of our protagonists shaking down former prisoners who have escaped and just to get the tattoos in an attempt to find the treasure before other, more nefarious people get to it first. So I think the story works pretty well. Mostly the characters and leading actors kind of carry it, though. Now, in terms of the action, Golden Kamuy provides some good stuff that's spread throughout the film. It opens with a bunch of Japanese soldiers in a foxhole. They have cannons and machine guns shooting at them. They're battling the Russians, but our lead protagonist makes a valiant run towards the enemy foxhole and then proceeds to fight it out with everyone inside. Quite unrealistic, but any man in real life would have been brutally killed. But it's fun to watch, and this is a manga adaptation, so give it a little bit of leeway. And it does establish some personality traits of our lead. There are some bear attacks that they show, somewhat outlandish, but quite entertaining. The element that helps to balance out the action design is that the main character uses an old school style of fighting that would have been used in wars during the early 1900s, incorporating single shot rifles, knives, bayonets, and fists, There's a fun scene involving dynamite that I won't spoil, and the weaponry and battle tactics of that era with these types of weapons and items create some interesting content when it's blended with the manga style absurdities that you get. The fight on the horse-drawn platform is probably my favorite scene in the movie. They did use some green screen for the backgrounds, it seemed like, but it was quite exciting, I thought. And some of the villains have crazy personalities, which always helps. So I think the action in this is good, but I don't think it's necessarily spectacular. Lots of snowy forest environments, too. Perfect for this time of year. So I think The least effective moments, if I were to lay down some criticisms, there are a few melodramatic scenes inserted near the end. Did not really have much of an emotional impact on me. I cared more about the primary relationship way more than whatever they were depicting, in these scenes that come up at the end of the movie. I do recommend that you sit and watch all of the mid-credit scenes, though, and there are a lot. Some of which point to characters that will have a bigger role in the sequel. And then the ending of the film is a cliffhanger that does require a sequel. So, there's some, noise here in terms of, flaws with the melodrama and maybe the cliffhanger ending that you may not like. But sequels have already been greenlit. In fact, I think a television series was just released a few weeks ago that is like a sequel to the film. And then there's going to be another film that could be a sequel to the TV show. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but more of these movies are coming out, and I look forward to them. I enjoyed this one. It has a certain entertainment value to it, and I could see myself rewatching it. So yeah, solid movie. Currently available streaming on Netflix, so it's easy to find. Let me know what you think of this one. And as always, I'll see you next time.